Hi there, Capricorn, and welcome to your reading for the week of August 25th. This is a general message, so only take what resonates, and let's get started. What are the best and highest messages? Oh, coming through for Capricorn, we have the Wheel of Fortune at the crown of your reading. So big energies coming through right away. Let's see what else we have coming through. The Eight of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, the cards are out of control today. Let me grab those real quick. A few fell out, but only one flipped over, and it is the Four of Wands. So that's the one we're going to keep. What else do we got coming through for Capricorn? The Tower. Okay, so we definitely saw that explosive energy with the cards. And let's get one more. The Eight of Wands. So we do have 8 showing up in your reading. That could be a number of confirmation for you this week. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Swords, and this is having laser-like focus on something. This is also a card of the truth coming out. You could be learning the truth about something. This could also be potentially a new idea coming through for you and getting that mental clarity about something that you really need. Now, here at the crown of your reading, we have the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune symbolizes luck being on your side. This is good fortune and a turning point in your life. The wheel's turning in your favor and bringing about a turnaround for you, some change that's coming through. And we see that change coming through again here with the Tower. You might not see this coming, and it might feel a little disruptive when these changes start to happen. But remember that the Tower happens for us, not to us, so that our manifestations can come through. The Tower is laying the foundation for manifestations to come through, for your dream life to manifest. And in order for that to happen, things do need to change. So we've also got the Eight of Pentacles here. And this is you really being hard at work on something. You're mastering your craft. You're enjoying what you're doing here. And really putting in that straightforward, hardworking, diligent energy. With the Four of Wands, this is you completing something and crossing the finish line. So whatever you're working on here, it does look like you are completing something. This Four of Wands is an energy of celebration with family and friends. And crossing the finish line, completing something, a card of victory coming through here. And with the Tower, like I said, we do have some pretty major changes showing up. That's what the Tower is all about. And it can feel a little disruptive. The Tower is usually something we don't want to have change, or we don't see this coming. So it can feel like it's shaking things up a bit, but that's the whole point. The thing about the Tower is that it wasn't built on a sturdy foundation. So the Tower is crumbling so it can be rebuilt on a solid foundation. Now over here with the Eight of Wands, this is a card of quick success coming through. This could be news coming in, or something just happening quickly. This Wheel of Fortune energy, these changes, this is all going to come about pretty fast. The Eight of Wands is also a card of focus. You can see all of these wands going in the same direction. They're all focused on one thing here. And we saw that again with the Ace of Swords coming through. So you're definitely focused and working hard on something here. Let's go ahead and get your clarifiers so we'll get some deeper insight into your message. What is the Wheel of Fortune energy coming through for Capricorn? Five of Cups. And on the Eight of Pentacles, what do we have? Knight of Wands coming through. The Knight of Pentacles. And look at that. They're facing away from each other here. Interesting. We do have the Nine of Swords showing up with the Tower. And the Hierophant coming through here at the end. I would like to get another card with the Nine of Wands, or excuse me, the Nine of Swords. And the Four of Pentacles flipped out here. Okay. Now, on the bottom of the deck here, we are looking at the Five of Swords. So a bit of conflict showing up here on the bottom of the deck. The Five of Swords is about arguing, not seeing eye to eye, sort of meaningless, pointless fighting that you need to walk away from because it's not serving you. Now, at the crown of your reading here, we do have the Five of Cups. And this is a card of focusing on regrets or losses from the past and feeling kind of stuck in that depressed energy, feeling sad and regretful, maybe feeling abandoned or unloved. But the solution to this card is gratitude. This person is sad about their 3 cups spilling over here, but they've kind of lost the taste for those cups. They don't even want this wine anymore, but they're still sad about the loss. And what they need to do is turn around and see that they still have 2 cups standing, a bridge, a river, a castle, a whole life back here to be grateful for. So the solution here is to shift from losses to the past to focusing on what you have to be grateful for now. And doing that is what is going to shift this wheel into your favor. So the wheel can't turn in your favor until you make this shift towards gratitude, and that is going to pull in more things that you are grateful for. Now, if you need help doing that, you can make a list every morning when you wake up or every evening before bed of everything that you're grateful for. And it doesn't matter how small it may seem, you just start writing the things that you're grateful for. And eventually, this will become more of a natural state in your brain where you are just naturally focusing on what you have to be grateful for. You'll have a list that you can refer to. So anytime you're feeling like you're in the Five of Cups energy, you can immediately go to that list in your mind and tell yourself, no, I have so much to be grateful for. And that kind of effort in your life will bring in the luck and the Wheel of Fortune energy here. Now, on the Eight of Pentacles, we have the Knight of Wands. This can be read a couple ways. Since we have the Tower and the Nine of Swords, this could be a person in your life that is not very consistent, not showing you consistent energy, and maybe needing to walk away from that energy. Or this could be a message to you that you are working hard on something here and you do need to put in that consistent energy. The Knight of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles are sort of opposite energies. The Knight of Wands is very excited, enthusiastic, and ready to go and get started, but he doesn't have that follow through, that consistent energy. Now, with the Knight of Pentacles, this is all about consistent energy and putting in that reliable, hardworking energy, that patience, in order to grow something and be successful. But he's not moving at all. He's not getting started. He doesn't have that get up and go energy that the Knight of Wands has. So you could need to balance these energies out. It's time to get excited and get started on something, and also put in the follow through and the consistent work required to see something through and cross the finish line. So apply both of the Knight's lessons here this week, okay? Be excited, be enthusiastic about what you're working on, and putting in that follow through and that hardworking, consistent, reliable energy to see you through to the end of the fruits of your labor here, because we do have a celebration showing up for you. The Knight of Pentacles comes in to say it's time to get started on something. The Knight of Wands comes in to say it's time to be consistent with something. Now, on your Tower card, we do have the Nine of Swords and the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles speaks to letting go, needing to let go of where we're at so that we can have more. And with the Nine of Swords, it can feel a little bit like a never-ending nightmare. Like there's a nightmare and you're waking up and you're still in the nightmare, but it's not so bad that this person is doing anything about it. And the message here that all you need to do when this Tower comes through is to allow whatever is leaving your life to leave. Don't focus on the loss or the regrets from the past. It's time to let go of where you're at so that you can move on to something better. And it might feel a little sad, but you can trust that this is happening for you so that your manifestations can start to come through in your own life. Now, over here on their Eight of Wands, we do have the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is a card of blessings, of receiving blessings or blessing other people. This is a card of bridging the gap between heaven and earth so that you can bring your visions down to reality and manifest in reality. And this is also a card of leveling up spiritually. So, really getting into that spiritual side, listening to what your soul is telling you, what your spirit wants, and how you can be more in touch with your higher self. You're going to be very successful doing this with the Eight of Wands, and this energy is going to come through really quickly. Let's go ahead and get you some oracle messages. What are the oracle messages coming through for Capricorn? Surrender to the divine. This card is like the Wheel of Fortune for me. When this one comes out and it says surrender to the divine, that means that you need to surrender to divine timing and trust that everything is unfolding as it should. So as this Tower energy comes through, really handle that energy with grace and understanding that this is the beginning of a better life, of further manifestations to come through for you. This is a card here of trust. The Surrender to the Divine is a card of trusting that everything is working out. So you can shift out of this energy of the Five of Cups with trust and gratitude and surrendering to the divine. And what is your next one? It says, work through your fears. We do see a little bit of fear showing up here with the Nine of Swords. So as this Tower energy comes through for you, if you are feeling a little afraid, this is just a little message here to invite you to work through those fears and really let go of them, okay? It's time to let go of that energy with the Four of Pentacles. Let's go ahead and get one more oracle message. A new romantic cycle begins. Interesting. Okay, we're going to put that here on the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands can sometimes be seen as a romantic card where you are committing to something long term. The Four of Wands is a long-term commitment, and this doesn't necessarily have to be a new romantic cycle with someone else. This could be you getting to know yourself better, getting to love yourself better and treat yourself in a loving way. Feeling romantic with yourself, that's definitely an option here. And let's go ahead and close out your reading with an angel number message. What is the angel number message coming through for Capricorn? Ooh, 777. It says, I am in the flow. Your purpose flows from within you, and everything that is unfolding or being revealed to you is part of your purpose. A state of peace and calmness in your soul. What a beautiful message to end with there. So this looks like a really amazing week for you, Capricorn. Thank you so much for being here this week. Thank you for all of your support, and I will see you next time.